We're going to do a great Byron Berline tune, a 3-part hornpipe, Huckleberry Hornpipe. Here we go. Welcome to the melody tutorial for Huckleberry Hornpipe. We are going to get into this 3-part tune. It is in the key of A, and it's just so many A arpeggio kind of things. But as is the case with many hornpipes, we're going to have quite a bit of string changing back and forth. So one of the things that you might want to do, just do a couple of little string changing exercises to kind of make sure that everything you're doing is nice and clean. And just really work on those pivots between strings, because that will really help when you're doing these hornpipes, because that is such a signature part of what makes them sound like the sound that you're used to hearing. So we're going to do a little triplet. And I like to do, when I'm doing sort of Texas-style versions of hornpipes, I like to do a down bow 3-note slur, but with a triplet, it's going to be a 4-note slur. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0. And remember, when we're in the key of A, those D3s are going to be high, the G3s are going to be high, unless you hear otherwise. So now we're going to go back up to the E string, 3, 2, 1. A3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0. Now, going back to the string changing thing just real quick, I wanted to point out that one of the most important things that you want to do is try to make your bows, your right hand in general, as efficient as possible. And the best way to do that when it comes to changing back and forth with strings like that is to move a little bit closer to the frog when you're doing those, and try to find the place on your bow where you are right there, where in the exact weight center, sort of the pivot point of your bow, where it sits like that. And that's actually where the bow is equally weighted on both sides. So when you do those string changing, that's a really good place to do those, because first of all, if you're up here, you're only having to use your wrist. If you're down here, see how much motion I'm having to do? And it just makes it really nice and easy when it's right at that pivot point, like a seesaw, right? So now we're going to do a triplet. Welcome to the advanced tutorial for Huckleberry Hornpipe. This is a great 3-part tune. And by the way, as a hornpipe, this would, if you were playing it in just a regular fiddle contest here in the lower 48, where I live, you would play this as a breakdown. So this would be, or a hoedown, depending on what they want to call it. It would be your first tune in a round in a fiddle contest. And so Byron Berline wrote this tune, and it's so much fun. It's got all the elements of a hornpipe, which, you know, is one of the oldest types of tunes that we play, but it's a modern tune, and it's really fun. Now, the stuff that I'm going to add to it for you in this tutorial, we're not going to change structurally too much about it. Hornpipes are fairly rigid in terms of what you do need to play to make them work. And so it's hard to deviate the entire structure or really go outside of the melody. So we're just going to add some of our favorite ornaments to this. We're going to add some turns and some trills and some triplets and chromatic triplets, things like that. And we'll do a couple of little things that will just spice it up a little bit and give it that kind of extra edge to make it feel maybe just a little bit above the original melody, just something a little more to it. So right off the bat, there's a turn right there. 2, 1, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic triplet, 3, 3, 2, 1. Now, that's one of my faves, the sharp first finger. Give it a little bit of a blue note there. Here's a turn. And weirdly enough, instead of doing the triplet, bum, 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 I'm going to take that out because I actually feel like that makes it sound a little more contemporary to pull that triplet out and gives it a little bit more of a modern edge. So